surrounding yourself with the feeling
guys, this is
of already having that which you're asking for.
Scammers I've ever seen.
That's the true
These
prayer.
guys are doing it in the
Surrounding
name of God,
yourself
Jesus
with
Christ,
the feeling
Yahweh, Jehovah,
of already
whatever you
having that
want.
which you're asking
And these
for.
are scumbags.
And of
I
course,
did
how
a
do we
video a
do
couple
that?
of
We
days
do
ago
that
about these
through
guys, and I've just
thinking
gone back
upon
into
the
the Zoom
promises.
meeting, and
What
they're
is
at
one
it
of the
again.
promises?
So I'm going to cause some disruption.
Whatsoever
And I'm
I
even
ask
try to
in
bring
faith
you one of them
believing,
in
I
real
shall
time.
receive.
And his
I
name
meditate
is the
upon that,
Professor,
and then
but his actual name is at the top of this
so what
video,
is
and we've actually
belief?
uncovered a
And
lot
how
of
do we
information about
create
him. So let's get
belief?
stuck into this disgusting
Well, the
maggot
woman who had an issue of
infested
blood for
person.
12 years,
And
she
listen to what,
believed
listen to the
if
religious
she
undertones.
touched the hem of the Lord's garment, that she would be healed. And in fact, she was. And the Lord said it was, you were healed by your faith, by your belief. Okay. Well, I believe if I change my heart, that my external circumstances will change. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Isn't that a promise? That's one of God's promises. So if I focus on changing my heart, which comes from changing my thoughts, then my words are going to be different, because out of the abundance of our heart, the mouth speaketh. I was also reminded of a story, and I've got to go back and find this story and reread it so I can tell it more accurately, but you'll get the gist. Back in the 80s or 90s, there was a big drought in the Northwest. And this Indian, Native American Indian, I'll just call him Native American, he said to his white brother, let's go up in the mountain and pray for rain. And so they took this hike up into the mountains, and they came to this large stone circle that was sectioned off in 4 parts. And the native brother, he took off his shoes, stepped into the stone circle, and bowed to the four directions, north, east, south, and west. And he honored his ancestors, Then he stood there for just a moment, and he said to his white brother, let's go get something to eat. I'm hungry. And the white brother said, I thought we came here to pray for rain.
Just shut down.
And he said, if I was to ask for rain, I would acknowledge the lack of rain. I would acknowledge that there is no rain.
I'll hopefully have that back in a second.
And so they go get something. Afternoon, there was a cloud burst. Man, rain, cats and dogs. There was so much rain.
This meeting is being recorded.
Ankle deep, or above the ankles. And the white brother wanted to know what the Native American had done. He said, well, I imagined the sound of the rain bouncing off of our tin roofs, and the rain hitting our adobe walls, and that the smell that comes from that, from the rain. And so he's imagining all these things, that all of his senses that he would hear and smell and feel as the rain come. And he said, and I felt, he said, I felt my feet, my bare feet walking in deep mud. Well, he didn't really explain it, but in reality he did. And so the white brother, well, how can you explain that there was so much rain? He said, well, I've never really understood that one. But obviously it was because he imagined the feeling of walking in deep mud with his bare feet. That's why there was so much rain. Anyway, that ended the drought. So what is the correct way to pray? surround yourself with the feeling of already having that which you're asking for. Of course, we talk about the 4 pillars, the gratitude. There is no faith in ingratitude. Poor me, why is this happening to me? There's no faith in that.
Let's see if I can get.
So we have to, begin being grateful in all things. That's what the scripture says, be grateful in all things. How can we do that? Because all things work for good to those who love the Lord. Even those sour things, those ugly things, those painful things, they're all working for our good. And let's say we have a serious health problem. And by using these 4 steps of faith, surrounding ourselves with the feeling of having perfect health, and those problems disappear and our health returns, there's a testimony we can share with so many other people, because faith comes from what? Hearing the word, hearing other testimonies about faith. And we're going to hear a lot of those as we go forward, that I can promise you. But let's go ahead and talk about our $1 billion donation plan.
Can we
Our
do this
$1 billion
first?
mind-
Can we do this first? Okay.
Okay.
Give me just a moment, John. We had a bad actor. So, John, can we do this first? To that bad actor, John, I saw where they were actually on our Zoom and they were broadcasting our Zoom to other folks that were also bad actors. So that I got rid of one, but it might be others. I love you.
Do you really? I don't think you do, mate.
I love you unconditionally.
You're a bottom feeder of the world, mate.
You were not taught what the Heavenly Father has blessed. What
Oh, mate, I was brought
God
up in
is
a religious
blessing.
cult, and you're the
You
bottom
can't
feeders of
touch.
the world, you bastards.
I love you.
You do not love me.
And I'm excited that the day will come where you will realize
My
that
fucking
God is
eyes.
love
Look at you. What are you going to do now, you dumb
and that
fuck?
you have godness in
Look
you.
at this guy.
And there's so much more to you
Look at this guy.
than trying
This is the
to
guy talking at the moment. Look at the
sabotage
fatty.
things
Look at
for
this
other
fat
people.
Chicken uppers.
So those of you that want to just reach out your hand and just send this person and this group
Oh, disgusting individual.
love and peace.
You're just doing this in the name of God, aren't you?
We'd love for you to do that.
Yeah, whatever.
And you can go on, John.
Unreal. What a
Thank you,
bottom feeder.
Professor. Now, before I talk about the $1 billion mind donation plan, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Flare token. And if you want to post something about the Flare token, that would be great.
Fleur token. What are you, some sort of like...
Because
necklace?
Flare is the currency we use for getting donations in and out of $1 billion mind. Naturally, when you talk about donations, somebody's
it's gotta
bound to
be
ask you if
featured
$1
in
billion
Behind
mind is a
MOM.
Ponzi scheme.
Oh, yes, it is.
Well, first of all,
Not a Ponzi
we live
scheme.
in a world that has gone crazy over labels. For example,
Oh my God.
the
Really
label
gonna go down that track?
COVID-19 was used to scare millions of people into locking themselves indoors, closing down their businesses, destroying an economy, and getting them to line up like sheep
Trying to find
and
me,
take
are
a
ya?
vaccine filled with enough toxins and poisons
You're
to kill
trying
a
to
horse.
find me, LeMont Silver.
The word Ponzi also is a label that is intended to scare people into mindlessly not joining an organization such as $1 Billion Mind, even when there is nothing illegal about it or what we are doing. And things you will
Why do you
learn
need to
here
talk about illegal
have the
and legal things
potential
when you're running a
to
legitimate
set
company?
you not only financially free, but free from a lot of other
Absurd.
ills. There are indeed a lot of Ponzi schemes out
meeting
there,
is
but
being
$1 Billion
recorded.
Mind is not one of them. Ponzi, by definition, is taking investments from people without having a profitable
this
venture
is a
that
illegal
generates
gifting
more
circle,
profit
not a
than
Ponzi
the
scheme.
interest being paid. Instead, they pay early investors interest with new money coming in until it reaches
Now, this is
point that
illegal
more money is
gifting. I
going
think
out
I've
than
got it
is
sus now,
coming in,
Susie. Is that
and
correct?
then somebody takes
Because
the
I'm
money and
dominating the
runs.
mic.
Sounds like Social Security, John.
It's all planned out. But with billion-dollar mind, 80% of all money
Why do you
coming
need to
in is
talk about
immediately
illegal and
credited
illegal
to a
things
member
when
who
running a
can
legitimate
then
company?
withdraw
You
100%.
numbscumpers.
Next question, are donation plans legal? Well, a donation platform is how politicians raise money, how churches and charities raise money, how the Amish raise barns, and according to the IRS code,
Oh, yeah, it is.
gifting
You know all
is
about it, don't you, for
legal.
somebody who's not running
In
anything
fact,
illegal?
any gift under $18,000 is tax-free, and the lifetime total, according to the IRS code, you can receive without paying a gift tax is $13.6 million. Now, we're not donating dollars, but when you convert crypto to US dollars, you may be asked to pay a tax. Finally, why did we choose Flare tokens for sending and receiving donations? For starters, accumulating Flare tokens right now while the price is relatively low can be a powerful income strategy going forward. But let's start with some basics. Flare, which has the ticker symbol FLR, is the native cryptocurrency token of the Flare network. Similar to how gasoline is fuel for your car, Flare is fuel for the Flare network. So what makes Flare different from other cryptocurrencies, and why might it be a smart choice for our income strategy? Number one, Flare Network is a new type of blockchain that's designed to enable smart contracts for cryptocurrencies that don't currently have them, like Bitcoin and XRP, for example. Flare allows different blockchains to communicate with each other, and this interoperability allows the Flare network to work with a variety of other crypto assets, making it more versatile and more likely to be widely adopted. This also opens up a new opportunities for such tokens to be used in decentralized finance, commonly called DeFi applications, which will potentially
Enjoy deleting those, won't you?
create more
Mr.
activity
Professor.
on the Flare network and increase demand for the Flare token. Number two, the Flare network has strong
Had to
backing
shut your
and
chat box, you
partnerships,
scammers.
inclling connections with major
This
projects
is this guy
in
thinks
the
he's a
crypto
minister of
space.
some sort,
This
preaching the
support can
gospel
provide
about how to
stability and
scam people.
credibility, which are
Now
important
he'll have to
factors
delete
when
all those one
considering
at a
the
time.
long-term value of
Oh,
a
he did.
cryptocurrency.
That was a big delete, mate.
Number
What
three,
about these ones?
the plan for the Flare network,
Watch him.
once
You
it
have to
is fully
delete these.
developed, is to make it
This points
totally
to the live that we're doing
decentralized,
at the moment.
which could lead to it becoming
Does
the
anyone else want to
king
join in?
of decentralized
Come and help me
finance.
out.
Since there is a big
Here you
demand
go.
among crypto
Just
users to
use
be
this
able
here.
to manage their assets
And
in a decentralizalized manner,
if you're looking for a
such a move
username,
could
just use one of
create
these. He
a
won't know
huge
who's the
demand for
real
the
and
Flare
who's not.
token in the coming months and years. There are
Excuse
other
me.
ways to actively participate in the Flare network
Use any one of those
through
usernames,
delegation,
and he will
staking,
not know
and
who you are.
governance, which can add to your Flare holdings on a passive basis. And we will discuss these further down the road. But in conclusion, accumulating a considerable number of Flare tokens at this time can potentially be a powerful long-term income strategy, and our billion-dollar mine donation
This
plan
meeting is being
is
recorded.
just the vehicle that can help our members do that. So if we look at the Flare coin, right now it's running between 1.5 and 2 cents per coin. Back in the day, I could have bought Bitcoin for a nickel. If I had purchased $1,000 worth then, just a few short weeks ago, I could have sold it for $1.3 billion. Okay, and it will continue to go up. Bitcoin will eventually go much higher than it is right now, but buying Flare coin at 1.5 to 2 cents right now, with the possibility, some pundits are saying it will eventually reach $40,000 per coin or per token. that's actually a much better investment than Bitcoin. And naturally, because cryptocurrency is well recognized and becoming more well accepted, obviously the chance of Flare going from 2 cents to 40,000 could happen much faster than Bitcoin going from nickel from 5 cents to what it is today. Anyway, with that being said, let's now take a quick but comprehensive view of our donation plan. First of all, it is a modified Australian 2-up. Now, in the original 2-up plan, the first 2 people that you sponsored would go to an upline person. You would lose them forever. And there are 2 obvious weaknesses in this plan. Some people never sponsor more than 1 or 2 people, so they would never get paid. People learned how to game the system by sponsoring their elderly grandfather and a young child. Some people even registered their pets in the first 2 positions, knowing
He's
they would
busy
never work the
deleting all the
business.
comments, and he doesn't
Now,
see
we
me
need
in
to
here
understand
with
that
the crucifix.
in every reward plan, there will be people in your downline that you will never get paid on, and people that you will get paid on.
Guy's a nutter.
In a binary plan, for example, you will have to recruit several people in each of 2 legs. You will never get paid on the people in one of those legs, so you lose those people forever. Then you will typically only get paid on 10 to 15% of the volume in your weaker leg, so you are effectively losing 80 to 90% or more of the entire organization that you build. I think you will agree that our $1 billion donation plan is the fairest of any reward plan you have ever seen once you understand it. Now, for starters, we have 12 donation positions.
Does anyone know this guy's
and
phone
that-
number?
that
His
are
name is
independent from each
actually
other, but they work together like a
L-
well-tuned orchestra.
LeMont
The
Silver.
smallest donation
If
plan
anyone
is
knows his phone number,
$10,
please do give it to me.
allowing even
I'd really
teenagers
appreciate
in
it.
many of the third world countries to participate. The largest plan is $20,000, and the way it is designed, even those who can only start at $10 can eventually work themselves up.
He's going
to
through deleting all my comments,
life-changing
which is friggin'
donations.
hilarious.
Now, in our modified 2-up plan, you get to keep 80% of the donation from the first
Hey,
of your
if God's going to
referrals
help you, mate,
that donates
he'll help
in
you.
each of the donation plans.
He'll help you now,
so
won't
we
he?
could go to the, there we go.
This meeting is being recorded.
So looking at George there, or Jorge,
Let me go to another slide so you can see the so people can see the actual donation amounts at the same time. All right. there we
okay,
go.
great, perfect. Okay, so in our modified 2-up plan, you get to keep 80% of the donation from the first of your referrals that donates in each of the donation plans. So it's not necessarily the first person you refer, it's the first person out of those you refer who donates. Okay, that becomes your first person. So the likelihood that the same person will be in the same position in each of the plans is very unlikely. Now, this totally takes away the benefit a member might have by trying to cheat their upline by putting in a couple of non-producers, because whatever persons they put in their non-paying positions of the lower plans will end up being in the paying positions of the bigger plans, and they will end up losing a lot more than they took away from their upline by putting deadwood in the smaller plans. So let's demonstrate how this works. In this picture, we have Sue, and Sue refers George. And for simplicity's sake, we will assume that each of these people donate at the same time they join. For now, we're talking about the $10 plan. So Sue receives 80% or $8 because George is her first person. If you can draw a line there if you want to, Professor. However you want to do
Tell you
that.
what, give me just a moment, John.
Okay.
I know your name is not Marcos. I love you. God loves you. And I do hope you're live streaming this so that someone else can hear that God loves them.
God doesn't love me, mate. God does
And now
not
we will
real. It's only for
lovingly
weak people.
kick you out of the room.
Are you gonna? Is it? Well, you're gonna kick me out of. Oh no! I'm kicked out of the room. Oh my
Now, folks,
God! Oh, you're so
he's our little
powerful, aren't
network, so
you?
he's probably got some other folks in here.
No
All right,
way.
we're going to stay focused on what John is
Are
saying.
you? Well, you didn't sound
We're
like you're very
gonna worry
focused
about
then, you
what
idiot.
was put in the chat. And so this is a beautiful way to go by what we were just sharing a few moments ago. Don't ever forfeit your godliness.
Oh, godly likeness.
Don't ever forfeit
Oh my God.
your power
Oh my God.
to someone who don't mean you no good.
Oh my good, no good. I'm
All
a
right,
God-bearing
John,
Christian
get
that
back
wants
to
to
the
scam
PowerPoint.
people. Hey, do to others as you want done to yourself, you gourmeted prick.
It's all good.
It's all
things
good.
work for
I'm a
good to those
scammer as
who love
well.
the Lord.
Yeah. Somebody
And-
out there watching this is
Well,
going to hear about our Heavenly Father, man.
And you can hear my Heavenly
actually,
Father.
some of these people are going to hear the truth. They're going to
Oh,
recognize
the
the truth, and
truth.
they're going to
Yeah.
gravitate to the truth.
The truth
So
of
God
scamming
bless them.
people with a gifting
Okay, let's get
circle
back to that,
scam is not legal. Here you are trying to pilfer money off people. You unscrupulous
all right,
person.
John, I'm ready with you.
I beat it with
Okay,
you, John.
so George
Let's-
is her first person.
Let's read
However, Sue
John
knows that she's
1:1:1.
not going to receive the donation.
In the
on her
beginning,
second
God
person,
created the
so
heavens
she
and the earth
refers
and the
her elderly
scammers.
grandmother,
And in the beginning, the scammers
Her-
was with the word.
Mary. And that $8 reward goes to Sue's upline.
Sue doesn't have an
Here
upline.
it is, Sash. Okay. Okay. Then Sue
This
refers
meeting is
Becky,
being recorded.
Yeah, John Austin, all right.
and Sue gets the $8 donation. But since Sue is going to skip the fourth donation, she refers her, in this case, Paul, who she knows is not going to do anything. Then Mary gets busy and she refers Rodney and Elizabeth
Satan.
and several others because she gets to keep all of those donations. But what Sue discovers is that beyond the first or second plan, it becomes very difficult to manipulate the larger plans. And Mary or Sasha gets stuck in Sue's pay line for the $1,000 plan. And Paul gets stuck in Sue's $2,500 pay line.
Mm-hmm.
Those lines now become dead to Sue.
Mm-hmm.
And because she tried to cheat her upline in the beginning, Sue ends up getting cheated later down the road.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's really quite simple, folks. And the best time to understand it is before you start. You can't cheat the law of the harvest, which says, as you sow, so shall you reap. So if you sow good seed and focus on bringing good people who will actually work, you will receive infinitely more rewards than what little bit you sow. And because the same people will be mixed up through all of the plans, you will never totally lose anybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now what happens if you only refer one person?
Let me get to that, John. Give me a moment. I may have taken that slide out. Bear with me. I've got it though.
That's okay.
All right, bringing it up. Whoops. There we go.
As long as it is a good person who goes to work, that one person can progress you through all of the
Illegal
plans and make you wealthy.
Gifting
So
circle.
let's look at George. George goes to work and refers his first, second, third, fourth, and so on. George gets paid on numbers 1, 3, and 5, and everything beyond 5. But you, or Sue, gets paid on 2 and 4. It doesn't stop there because numbers 2 and 4 are going to give you their numbers 2 and 4. And that goes on to unlimited depth. Since you only referred one person, as George progresses to the $50 plan, you will get paid $40 on George and $40 on each of his numbers 2 and 4 to unlimited depth. When George progresses to the $100 plan, you will receive $80 from him and his number 2 and 4 to unlimited depth, and so on. And when George gets to the $20,000 plan, you will receive $16,000 from George and from each of his numbers 2 and 4 to unlimited depth. This is how you can literally start with as little as $10 and get wealthy if you brought the one right person. Obviously, nobody's going to stop at one when they see their life being changed before their eyes. And the beauty of it is you get all of the numbers 2 and 4 that come from your number 1, your number 3, your number 5, and every number after that. Over time, as each of these myriad of people that you get paid on climb the ladder and get to the top of each of their plans, you will have received donations of just under $50,000 each. It only takes about 21 of those people to make you a millionaire. And if you succeed in holding on to a considerable number of your Flare tokens, the possibility of becoming a billionaire is not.
I know, this
only
is disgusting,
possible,
isn't it?
It's highly probable. Hence, the billion-dollar mind starts making a lot of sense as you wrap your mind around the things you've just seen and heard. And that concludes our presentation.
So, ladies and gentlemen, what you want to do is you want to get back to the person that referred you to tonight's Zoom, ask them for their billion-dollar mind link so that you can get registered, and then ask them also for a link to get into our Telegram room so that you can get all the content that you need to get everything properly structured in the coming days. There will be a portal that will be free for all of our, I call us BDMites. All right. And so all of the getting started will be there. There'll be promotional content in there. That's being ramped up in the background as we speak. Our next Zoom is going to be on Tuesday. We may do something different. We may do a webinar where we're not showing people on camera. Unfortunately, again, there's some folks out there that don't want to quite act right, but we're going to love them anyway. With that being said, get back to the person who referred you to tonight's Zoom. We'll have a really nice, clean Zoom on next Tuesday. We love each and every one of you. Let's transform this world together, starting with yours. Good night, everyone.
And we have a lot going on in the background, folks. We have people working on some really great things for us. We've come a long way in just about 6 weeks now. From the day that I said I'm going to start a company, not knowing the name, not knowing the compensation plan, not knowing, how this was all coming together, and to be where we are in 6 short weeks is really beyond a miracle. So, stay plugged in. By all means, do your meditations or your imagining, your prayers, whatever you want to, however you want to call it. But spend time each day. Actually, can I have screen share for just a minute?
Sure.
He's just gone quiet. Don't worry. I'm actually going to find him. He's actually Zen Rewards is actually what he's known for. He's trying to find me, so I might not be here too long.
Turn on the sound.
Alrighty, let's get back in there.
We decided to do an experiment. We took 117 people and we said, listen, we want you to stop feeling those emotions just for 3 times a day for 15 minutes.
Propaganda, it's worse.
Practice feeling a different emotion. Turns out 10, 15 minutes of gratitude 2 or 3 times a day. Their immune system
just play on everyone's heartstring who's got a religious
the
bone.
most robust
They just get the predators.
immunoglobulin
This
A,
guy
which
is a predator.
primary defense against bacteria and viruses. The body's getting a boost.
It's
There's
just
an internal
unreal.
army now. And it turns out that when that occurs, a lot of pain and inflammation goes away. And a lot of immediate conditions from cancer all the way
Pretty
to
sure
food
it was
allergies and
Zendesk.
everything in between.
Yeah,
So-
Zeke Rewards.
so we
Thank
found
you.
out
That's
that
my
your
name
thoughts
I'm
could
going to go
actually
in
make
with.
you well.
How was the sound on that?
It was fantastic. Yes,
Okay,
fantastic.
I'm going to do it again because this is exactly
There we
what
go.
I'm
My
talking about.
username
If
is
you
now
take
Zeke Rewards.
15 minutes 3 times a day and you change your emotions, you focus on surrounding yourself with what
This
you want to
meeting is
create,
being
whether
recorded.
it's a
It
healthy
keeps letting me
body,
in there. I don't know why.
whether it's
But anyway, it's a bit
financial
mental.
things, it's better relationships, whatever it is. If you take that time each
I've
day
been
and
removed.
do it,
I didn't like
especially
Zeke
when you
Rewards.
first wake up in the morning, don't even allow yourself to look at the cell phone because that blue light shocks you out of
Oh
that
my God. They're
alpha
just
state,
using everything they
the most
know.
creative state.
I
Okay?
mean, who the
When
fuck
you
would be
first
in this
wake up in the
meeting,
morning,
really?
spend that
Hey,
time.
am I still
If you
ducking
can do it
or is
more
it
than
fixed?
twice
Because
a
I think I
day,
might have
you know, that's even
fixed the
better.
problem.
But let's listen one more time. What's happening to the
Hopefully I'm not
immune
ducking, but
system,
I don't know how to fix it otherwise.
how this is
Excuse me.
making you healthier just by taking that time to change your emotions, okay? And the more you do this throughout the day, we don't have to do it just 3 times a day. We can do this all day long.
So now
We decided to do an experiment. We took 117 people and we said, listen, we want you to stop feeling those emotions just for 3 times a day for 15
Here's another one,
minutes.
Susie.
We're just going to practice feeling a different emotion. Turns out 10, 15 minutes of gratitude 2 or 3 times a day. Their immune system strengthened by 50%. They made the most robust immunoglobulin, immunoglobulin A, which is the primary defense against bacteria and viruses. The body's getting a boost. There's an internal army now. And it turns out that when that occurs, a lot of pain and inflammation goes away, and a lot of immune-mediated conditions from cancer all the way to food allergies and everything in between. So we found out that your thoughts could actually make you well.
Is that not fantastic?
He can't concentrate now. He's all over the place. You can hear him.
You know, we can take it from the scriptures.
Take it from the
We can take
scriptures.
it from science. It doesn't matter. Just do it. It works.
It works. It works. It
Awesome.
works.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. God bless. Have a wonderful
God
rest of the
bless.
evening. We'll see you on, when are we having our next one?
We're having our next one on Tuesday night. We'll probably do something a little different.
You
We'll probably
try
have
to stop.
the webinar, so we won't see everyone's faces, but that'll give us a cleaner
meeting without me in there.
Okay, folks. Have a great weekend.
Good night, everyone.
Well, goodbye. Ended by host. When I arrest these guys, we did a video yesterday on this guy. I'll just see if I can bring him up, and that's the video. This is all done in the name of religion, and they're playing on people. It actually really upsets me, the fact that these guys think that they can do these things. So the professor is actually known as LeMont Silver, and his wife is Lisa Silver. And I actually did ring him. Actually, am I right? I might be wrong there. I might have rung somebody else actually. So just scrub that from your memory. John Austin seems to be the guy behind this $1 million lawsuit. But while we're here, I will actually show you some things. I'll just stop sharing the screen and we'll go to the first thing is, if you go to behind MLM, you can see this guy back in 2021 was promoting another Ponzi scheme. So I'll just read the name of it because I'm so hopeless at names.
Eclipsity Global Ponzi Scheme.
Eclipsity. That's an unusual name. So he, after the SEC shut down Zeke Rewards in 2012, he rebooted his family and fired up to the Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah, so this is the guy here. Now, you know, like yesterday I saw this guy, didn't know who he was or what he was all about. And then I decided to, the Avengers and myself, mainly Susie and Bob, you know, we started researching and finding out about this guy. And obviously, we've now found out his name is LeMont Silver, which has been quite handy. So if I click over here, you can see I'm actually building up a case on him. So he won't get away with it. I'll just shut that down. This was the meeting he was in. I didn't actually scrape all the names, but I did yesterday that were in the meeting, which was quite handy. So I'll just shut down this window here. And this is his homepage of his website, of his Facebook. And in the About Us section, sometimes you can actually find phone numbers and the like, but I couldn't find him. And now it does say that he's in the Dominican Republic?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. And I did actually find out his wife, I think. So what I have actually on at the moment, I'm begging to get his phone number from anyone that wants to provide that information to me, because currently I don't have that information and I would like it. Why I would like his phone number is because I like harassing people. I don't hold back. So what do we have? We found him on LinkedIn. So on LinkedIn, a lot of these guys do and don't use their LinkedIn profiles, but we did find that he has 157 connections, and he's the owner of something called GTF, which I think he went to university, would you believe? So that's encouraging. I also found out it is Karen Silver. So I found Karen Silver, and this is meant to be his wife, but you cannot find a photo of him and her together in here. I couldn't find him anywhere. Now, she's obviously shut down his profile, but when I went and searched for Silver, I found a big family of Silvers, and I went through and I think I did find, so if you ever are researching anybody and you think, oh, I'll go after Silver, you find their last name and you literally type in Silver. And then, obviously that's how I've found that they are connected. And then I went through here and you found all their family that are associated with them. I don't know if these people are involved in promoting these Ponzi schemes and scams, but here's another account. So LeMont Silver actually has two Facebook accounts, one probably for the public and one for the real people. So I've never actually clicked on this, but now I have actually found another Facebook page of his. So that's going to come in really handy, and I'm going to have a look through that in the meantime. I'm just going to tidy up my database. As you find stuff, you do it. If you can do a job in 2 minutes, you do it straight away, is what I always got told. But now I have his wife's Facebook account, and I'm just going through to catch up. So Zeke Rewards is obviously what he was in, and I see there's a few links here that Susie has posted in the chat room, which I'll check out in a few minutes. We'll do a bit of a deeper investigation. So this looks like his actual real Facebook page, which is brilliant. But if you go into the photos, we can see these are photos of his kids by the look of it. They've hired a professional photographer. That must be his wife, and there he is. So there's the money shot. You know, there's dad doing everything in the name of scamming, you know, hiding behind the internet Zoom meetings. And that's just family. So I'm going to take that family photo. I'm going to use that for the background of this very video when I create the thumbnail. It just shows you what a man of the cloth, or a man believes the religion. He gives religion a bad name. I'm very sore on religion because I was brought up as a Jehovah's Witness. I know you're listening to me now, LeMont Silver, and you're probably wondering what dirt I'll get on you. So this is your account. Now you can just keep blocking me. You can keep removing me out of your Zoom meetings. But when anyone searches for your name or your family or your wife's name, you know, these videos that I'm creating are actually going to come up. I did find him on Telegram. As I said, I would be quite happy to find his phone number. And also, I'm not hiding either. You can just go to dehek.com. You know, if you do want to reach out to me, whatever your name, Stupid Silver is, this is my website. It's called dehek.com. And on the top right-hand side, you can see my WhatsApp, and you can also see my phone number. And you can ring me, you can talk to me. By all means, I would love to have a conversation with you. And if you come down here enough, you can see I've actually got the official Avenger name and shame list. I haven't actually got your name in there yet, my friend, but I will do. And then when you search for your name, you'll find that your name is Mud. Now, just to give you an example of what that's like. So if we search for your name on the internet, LeMont Silver, LeMont, you will see you've got your LinkedIn, your Facebook, and look, here's behind MLM, and here's the video that I did just yesterday about you, and this is your name. It comes up in the search engines for the rest of your life. You know, this is what we're talking about. Do you want to be known as a man that loved Jesus and loved God and scam people and told them that they must have, you know, because this is what I'm going to have on the next thumbnail. I'm going to have your family and your kids are going to grow up knowing that you are a scammer. That's just sad, isn't it? And that's how you roll, brother. Well, that's great, brother. Well, anyway, I've got enough information about him, but let's just go and have a look. Karen can no longer do any damage. May she rest in peace. Karen can oh, no, really? Has she passed away? Oh, that's shocking. I'll just have a wee look at that if that is the case. It is very sad. Yesterday, one of these scammers, it was Tran. What was his? Joseph Tran. He wished me cancer. He wished me cancer because I'm trying to save people from not getting involved in these Ponzi schemes. And Joseph Chan had been involved in Hyperverse, Global, not Global, I think Novatech, maybe. And anyway, definitely we are all Satoshi and Boomerang. And now he's promoting Trage. And Trage is a arbitrage trading platform where there's no proof of any arbitrage trading, selling memberships, and he's out there actively promoting it. And every Ponzi scheme that he had been associated with had fallen over and lost people's money. And here he is in a Zoom meeting wishing me cancer because I'm trying to save people from listening to his lies. This is what, but in saying that, I don't wish death on anybody. Well, I can't say that's quite true. I wish all these scammers would have be locked up and put in prison. But anyway, so these this here is obviously, if we just had a look at his Facebook page, didn't we? And I think we found the same sort of imagery that you see here is obviously still here. So he hasn't learnt and work with the professor. I mean, you know, what is this guy on? I mean, what feeds a monster like this? I mean, look, I found not one, we've got 1, 2, and 3 different YouTube accounts where this guy is making videos promoting what he's doing. This $1 million mindset thing that they've just been pouting down your throat. It's only been 6 weeks. And here he is. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. And look how hard he's trying to get in front of your face so that he can tell you he's a Christian man. I mean, what is Christian about this guy? I don't have any denominations, but I have no shame at sticking my name, Danny de Hek, Danny James de Hek. I live in Christchurch, New Zealand. My phone number's all over my website. I have no problem exposing these guys. These guys are bottom feeders of the planet. These are the scumbags that take money from people who trust people and what they say. I mean, you cannot, like the abundance mind training. What is he training? This is John Adams, whatever, I think his name was John Adams. And this is their other website, and these are 3 websites that I found linked to him. Right. So I suppose what I want to do now is make sure that I don't lose my thumbnail there. So that's a pretty good link. So what I do here is I build these databases. So I put that link over here. And now I'm going to go to the video that I'm actually running right now and click on those links that Susie's given me and see what they're all about. But yeah. But here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And this guy is rampant at doing so. So this is what I have to do, Susie, to actually be able to click on a link when I'm doing it. Oh, my goodness. Somebody's behind me. Okay, so now I'll have that. So let's see what Susie's given us. I sound good. So it's not ducking at all anymore. So that's because I've turned down that. So let's have a look at the first. Okay, epic. Yeah, no, I did have that one up, but I don't think... Oh, no, I did. It's the one I just saved. All right, so there you go. Oh, was that me? Oh, I might have just given myself... clicked on my own link. YouTube. Excuse me. Oh, yes, I've seen that one yesterday. That's actually quite a good one. So they were interviewed on like a great YouTube video. Oops. I'll just get rid of that. So this is a wonderful family. I'm just going to play this while I tidy up my other stuff. Stop the share, present, share, stent. But this is always a bit comical when you. This is the guy that what's his name again? What a stupid name. It's not doing my head any good. T something. What is he called? LeMont Silver. LeMont Silver. Let's listen to him for a second.
And Karen, and they've just relocated here. They have 3 children, wonderful children, which you're going to get a chance to meet in a moment. And I'd like to have them describe how their relocation process was. I know that they had looked at several other places before coming to the DR and meeting us, and to make it on camera, we hide nothing. They've become very, very good friends of us, and I think if any one couple I know has understood that there's a family here, should you choose to want it, I would think it would be T. LeMont and Karen. And guys, thanks for taking your time. We really appreciate it. And
sure, buddy.
You've been here about 6, 7.
Proud to be an American. Woo! Ooh, that boy is talented. My gosh, watch yourself. Is this gonna be on UT?
Sure.
I might get discovered.
You're gonna be.
Where I used to, but I ain't no more free. No more freedom there.
Well, that confirms he's an idiot. But that's that's just no sound in the video. Did you just write that? No sound in the video. I think I fixed that. This is still on YouTube, folks. Oh, can you not hear it? Could you not hear that at all? You must be hearing it now, surely. I've got to get this StreamYard thing fixed. But I don't know if you just heard that. It tells me that the sound is there. Okay, so let's just go back to him singing, just so I can clarify he is an idiot. You should be able to hear this now.
Cut me. I'm proud to be an American. Woo! Whoo, that boy is talented. My gosh, watch yourself. It's just gonna be on UT.
Sure.
I might get discovered.
You're gonna be.
Where I used to, but I ain't no more free. No more freedom there, Barry.
Yeah,
So my buddy, who's an attorney, said, you guys need to go and, just check a few places out. And he gave me a list of places, like Belize, like Guatemala, Honduras, Chile,
Exciting.
Skyping. You and I were Skyping. You were talking about family. And I'm thinking, yeah, right.
So yeah,
But there are other places to live and feel safe and have family.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot.
so here's a family man. Here's a religious man. Here's a man that's praying. He's a predator. And if anything, I'm going to write to this company. In fact, do you realize the man in this video is actually one of the biggest scammers in America? And I'm going to put his name. So let's go back and let's write a wee story here. Let's go in America. And then I'm going to put his name. He is a serial promoter of Ponzi schemes and preys on people with Christian beliefs, claiming he does things in the name of God or Jehovah. If you search for his name and put the word Ponzi scheme next to it, you will find articles, numerous articles, about the involvement that he has had, such as, what did you call it? Zeke Rewards? Zeke Rewards. We had other ones, didn't we? We had, excuse me. Might as well go back and write the real stuff. Where are we? Just going back and grabbing some stuff. Global. What else we got? Epic Global. And now promoting. What do we call it? Millionaire something or other. Millionaire mindset. I don't put in. Do you realize? So what have we got here? So this is what we've written on the comments.
Do you realize the man in this video is actually one of the biggest scammers in America? LeMont Silver. He is a serial promoter of Ponzi schemes and preys on people with Christian beliefs, claiming he does things in the name of God or Jehovah. If you search for his name, LeMont Silver, and put the word Ponzi scheme next to it, you will find numerous articles about the involvement that he has had, such as Zeke Rewards, Cartridge, Eclipse Global are now promoting $1 billion mind.
If anybody knows this guy's phone number, please reach out to me and pass it on to me, as I want to pass it on to the IRS, Homeland Security, and the FBI. Yeah, so there you go. Now that will go back to your good close mate, Homeland Security, and the FBI. So let's just comment on that one. So I think that's basically all I've got on him today. Brilliant. I think we got it good. Yeah, so what I am going to do is I like to do these things real time. So just yesterday, I was, excuse my cough, it's still itchy in my throat. Just yesterday, so this is yesterday's thumbnails and $1 billion mindset. So this guy's a scammer, and I called him Satan's little helper. So if you have a look at that, you will see this is the artwork I did. So now we can get rid of this photo, and we can drag this photo in here instead. And this is his family. I'll try to actually take out the background, but I don't think it will work. And I know it's not nice putting the kids in there, but this guy's got no shame. He doesn't care about anyone else. He literally is just trying to save his own bacon by going after, people. Oh, it worked. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's good. So we'll put a bit of a shadow on it. And now we'll see if we can make that as big as possible. Put that down there. And put them in there. There we go. It's a nice family shot, isn't it? No shame. The professor. So now I just need to make that go to the back. Send back. Whoops. I'll get rid of the cross this time. And we'll put that there. That was something else I do want to show you about this, actually, which is really interesting. See this image that I'm playing around with here? This shows you how bad their website is, because that image actually is the background picture of the whole website. So the website is literally $100 website at the very most. It is it's a scam website, which is just absolutely shocking. So I'm just going to see if I can make this not so. I might actually get rid of this today, get rid of that today, and put scammer, and then make sure we've got that over there, and that's a scam alert. And just for the shits and giggles of it all, let's take that there. Let's go to effects, and let's pick a nice new bright color. Let's go for, we'll go for blue, shall we? Yeah, blue will do it. All right, so what have we got here? I just want to make sure. I think I will get rid of that there. And I'm actually wondering if I should just get rid of, I'll leave it there. I might get, I don't know. I'm in two minds, actually. I might actually get rid of the background altogether. That's right. And I might actually try sharpening up this picture. Wouldn't you be proud of your husband, though, knowing that you've got the family portrait on a YouTube thumbnail saying that you're a scammer? I mean, that's what would really make it home. So let's make it a bit. There we go. And now we've got the kids, the screen, scammer. And I could blur out those pictures, but I don't think there's any need. We'll just leave it like that. And what we'll do now, $1 billion mindset. We'll just make sure that one there is doing the best it can. Actually, I won't need that anymore. Right. And we're going to go there. And what we'll actually do is we'll make that image so it doesn't have the background remover, and we'll go restore. Actually, how do we do that? Do we just take that? I think, do we take the reset tools? Confirm. That's going to be nicer. Yeah, that's better. And we'll just make them a bit smaller so we get them all in. And then what I need to do now is make sure that background color is the same as the photo, which I think is that one there. Oh, yeah. Now that looks good, doesn't it? So there you go, the professor, Mr. Scammer. And I think we'll change these to blue. We'll go to whole hog, I think. We'll go for that color. Yep. Or maybe that one. Oh, I think I might like that one better. That one there. That one there. And we're going to go to, we'll go to that color. And then we'll change the background. Oh, it's like doing change the color to that color. Oh, it's probably a bit much. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to make that 100. We need to make that color a lot darker. There we go. And there we go. And we might even go make the Crypto Ponzi Scheme color match so it all ties in nicely. $1 billion scam. We'll bring that down a little bit. We'll bring that one down a little bit. And we'll put scam alert over here. Give it a bit of difference. Alrighty. $1 billion mindset. Now, we will actually show you that $1 billion mindset website. But first of all, let's do some updating. So the first thing I'm going to do is download the background picture. Download. Excuse me. We will go to here. We'll go to the YouTube. We'll flip up the do you need, oh, you're very, very kind. Actually, Helen has it. Don't use that one photo, D. Don't use that one photo. Why not? Because I've got kids in it. Should I blur out the kids' faces? Is that what you're saying? I'm using that photo because why shouldn't I? The family must know what he does for a living, and the kids, and he's going after community groups. So yes, use the photo and blur the kids out, or don't use that photo. And when do I hold back? Blur the kids. Why do I have to blur the kids for? It's no fun. Real-time Ponzi scheme. Okay, I'll go back and blur the kids against. I know what we'll do. We'll put smiley faces on them. The baby and the wife. Well, she's in on it. She's got to be in on it. Let's go. What are we going to do then? Let's go. But I've already used the photo. They can see the photo in the photo. All right. Let's go scam. Wonder if you can do it like this. Is that hide enough? Can't see the kids that way. Scam. Is that going to work? Oh, you guys can't see this, can you? Oh, try that. How about scam? Scam. Scam. But now he's got no reason to really have any fear of me, has he? Because I haven't used his photos. What's the worst thing that's going to happen? Blur the kids. Front. And the baby. I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to. What? I've been told now that I need to. All right, I need to use the blur tool. How do I blur things? Getting yelled at the background now. There's no fun in the world anymore. What about that one there? That one there? How do I blur things? Hold up. Search for blur. Blur. I wonder if we can do it like that. Edit. There's a blur tool. Blur. Oh, okay. Add blur. Whole image. Brush. Oh, brush. Hold it. Here we go. Add blur. Brush size. Oh, that's not bad. What do we get that? It's not bad, is it? Let's do that. Blur. Oh, I'm going to do better than that though now. Okay, let's brush size. Intensity. Okay, how's this? Blur. Blur. Enough. Kids. Blur. 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 And the baby. Right, how's that? What am I doing? You still like me now? Yeah, I reckon that's pretty cool. I think those kids, I can't recognize them. Can you recognize them? Anyone else recognize them? Make sure the wife's eyes are there. Hey, that's pretty cool. All right, so now we need to go back. Ah, look at that. Hey, I'm doing a good Christian thing. I'm not as bad as those people. But I don't need to unblur him. All right, so now we go back here. And we're going to go, good, everyone happy? Better, thank you. See, I'm improving. I'm not as aggressive as I used to be. It's sort of against my religion not to be aggressive, but that's okay. So now we're coming back here. So we're coming down and we're going to go there, change. Okay, hopefully there'll be $1 billion mindset. There he is with his blurred family. The baby? Oh yeah, let's make sure he's got the baby. Blaby. What's a blaby? All right. So what do we have here? LeMont Silver, $1 billion mindset scam, $1 billion exposed. And now we want to say is the professor. Yeah. Right. Now we've got that. Now we save. I think we've done pretty good. And I don't think I need to worry about all those names again. All right. Well, you're saved there by my lovely subscribers. LeMont Boy, it's taking a wee while to get that saved. I'll just go through and shut a few other things. And I think we're done. So he's been featured in Behind MLM. As I said, if you search for him, you'll find him on the internet. He's been featured on Dr. Escapes. He claimed to be a friend. I'm just shutting down some of these tabs. We have actually done the kind thing and blurred him out. I'll actually put his name correct this time. It's got a full stop after his name, LeMont Silver. I won't put links. So I've got links to his Facebook page. We might actually update some of those. We might put another Facebook page in there. And that's his problem. If he's got public information on Facebook pages, then people can go there and find it themselves, can't they? So I'll just put those Facebook pages there. I'll just make sure that I've got them all. So I want to keep those up to date. LinkedIn, Facebook, and I've already linked the links. So check those out if you may. I think you can still see me. And we're done. Well, look at that. You talked me into not being so harsh. Now, if anyone does know his phone number, please do reach out to me. It would be very nice to get that. And it looks like I'm having problems with the length of this now. There we go. Back to under the par. All right. $1 billion. Okay. LeMont Silver is the professor. A legal Ponzi gifting scam. Oh, there you go. All right, guys. Well, that's me. I just did a quickie. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've currently got... I think it'd be fair to say, though, I mean, it is actually quite breathtaking watching these guys. I mean, I know I'm not religious anymore. I was fully involved in a cult until the age of 23 and then got kicked out of it. And it's been 31 years later and I still rave on about it. I just found out that my godfather, which was called George Jones, who has passed away, when I was a kid, he used to spend a lot of time with me, and my mum made Thelma Jones and George Jones my godparents, which meant if anything happened to my mum, they would look after me. Thank God nothing happened to my mum, metaphorically speaking. This guy used to work out in the back of his shed and he had bunny rabbits all the time. My mum's best friend, Gina Eastwick, is 78 probably, I'm guessing, years of age. And she's got kicked out of the Jehovah's Witness church. Now I'm talking, she got kicked out for smoking. And they publicly reprimanded her and kicked her out of the religion, right? I just reached out to her 2 days ago, and I've been chatting to her and catching her up with what's been happening. Now, she said 1983, it would have been 13 years of age. 31 years ago, in fact, was the last time I saw this lady. The day she walked away from the religion, she never, ever spoke to any of her friends. Well, they didn't speak to any of her friends involved in the Jehovah's Witness religion. I'm the very first person to actually speak to her who used to be a Jehovah's Witness. And I fill in all about her best friend and what she's been up to, which is my mum. And she was telling me that George Jones, the guy that was going to be my godfather, my godparents, if anything happened to my mum, they would look after me, was molesting children in the Jehovah's Witness organization. Now, you might not think, that's pretty far-fetched. I've got no proof of that whatsoever. However, his daughter married a guy, and they used to look after me when my mum was getting married. They went away on a honeymoon, and they left us to look after. They looked after myself and my sister while my mum went away on a honeymoon. She got molested by one of the church elders called Ron Reynolds. Now, Ron Reynolds was an elder in the church, and I heard about this, and I thought, oh my God, that's shocking. His daughter got molested by an elder, and now I find out that her father has molested children in the Jehovah's Witness organization. So it's rampant. These Jehovah's Witnesses. Now, you might think I'm going off my tangent here, But about 3 or 4 years ago, or just before COVID, actually, there was an inquest done, and the Jehovah's Witness organization had to hand over 1,100 cases that were kept on record since 1963 of people who reported child molestation, and nothing was done about it. There was no law enforcement. They kept it under the umbrella of the church. These cases have all come out. A lot of the people that were doing the molesting have died, like Ron Reynolds and George Jones have all passed away, and people are left who still are members of the Jehovah's Witness organization that had been molested by the elders in the church. So that might be that horrific. But now do you know what they do? If you went to the elders because you had been molested by one of the elders in the church and reported it, they don't take notes anymore. They don't want to have any evidence of anything that could come back and bite them in the bum by the organizations of the world. That's how corrupt the Jehovah's Witness organization. And that's why I'm so rampant at telling everyone about these religious cults. Now, this guy that's in here is now stealing money of mum and dad investors who have beliefs in God. And he's using every scripture in the Bible to tell people to have faith. Those scriptures are not there to have faith about getting scammed. Do to others as you want done to yourself. Now, this guy, LeMont Silver, is a scumbag. He is truly the bottom feeder of the world. If I saw him, I would probably spit in his face, and I'd be the one that gets arrested. So that's how corrupt the world is. So if you are clever enough to find this guy's phone number, or his wife, is it Kate? I'm forgetting. Catherine's phone number, whoever his wife is. The links to his Facebook page are in the description of this video. They might get removed. I might have to remove them. But in the meantime, they're there right now. Go find him. Go stalk him. Let's get this bastard off the streets. Let's go after him. Because he's in America. And America does have laws. Now, yesterday, I actually put my very first report into the SEC about Boomerang because I had enough information. It's not really geared up for people that haven't been scammed. Or is it? It's not really geared up for people that have... it's not really geared up for people who want to report scams. If you go to my website, like right now... he's not in there. I don't think he's in the US. Is that because that malicious place where he lives, is that one of the islands of America or something like that, or Hawaii or something like that? Is that what I'm hearing? If you want to report scams, I actually have got a report link, which if you're watching the live, you'll need to hit the 2 dots on your phone and you can see the live replay of this very video. I'd recommend doing so, and then you can see a link that goes off to my website. And because I'm here and my lunch is ready, you can actually just go to dehek.com, which is my website, and you can scroll down on the homepage and you'll see that how to report cyber crimes and cryptocurrency scams. I mean, it really does make a difference. We had 2 reports. So in here, it's got every country of the world: United States, Australia, Brazil, Canada, Europe, India, New Zealand, South Africa, Sri Lanka, any other links that we find where you can actually report, or how to report, how to put together a case. Please do report these scams. I'm meant to be talking to a detective today who hasn't actually rung me at 10 o'clock, like he said, from Australia. And he's been going over to the Philippines and doing those telephone raids. It's really interesting, but I'm going to form alliances with people like that as we go on. The other thing too that's been really good is I've actually wrote to the FMA in New Zealand. Well, I haven't wrote, Susie's actually wrote, but I actually wrote to them today and gave them evidence of these scams. And they're finally actually publishing stupid, if not waste of time reports, but they are actually on these government websites. So this is the FMA, and this is Boomerang, and we are all Satoshi. And even over the ditch, as we say, Australia have this silly thing called Money Smart. And in here, they've also provided warnings, and they related warnings about these scams. The other one that we will do, since I've gone this far, is the state of California has also published warnings about these scams. And if you read these scams, They're all linked together. That scumbag that I've just showed out that's trying to do things in the name of God has actually been promoting Zeke Rewards. And then I just spouted off about 3 other scams that he's been involved in. And now he's promoting this, a magical, whatever we call it to be exact, what do we call it? It's an illegal gifting circle, which means you gift people money. It's still illegal. It's a pyramid scheme and it's disgusting. So let's go after this guy. Let's see if we can find his home address, his phone number, give it anonymously on the contact us page of the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avengers website, which is dehek.com or danny.co.nz. Give me that information and let me do what I do well. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed it. Susie has said he's probably in, I can't even say that name. Isn't it awful? I can't spell. I have to pronounce that name there. So Susie, the name. Let's see if we get the board. I'll get it read so you get it correct. Up comes the chat room. He's probably in. Oh, is it going to let me copy it? There it is. Okay, but we listen to this and I'll go have my lunch.
Seychelles or Dominican Republic.
Seychelles. Oh, well, I'm going to put that for next time in the list, and that's probably where he is. But yeah, it does sound like he's there. But I'm going to reach out to that company and tell them that we've got information on LeMont Silver, the company that did the video. I think it's called DrEscape.com. And I'm going to reach out to them and actually ring them up and ask them to watch this video and see whether they think that guy should reside in that island without having any grief for promoting or trying to steal money of mum and dad investors. This guy is in the community and he is a predator. And he's like those religious guys that have fiddled with kids, but he's fiddling with adults' crypto wallets, and it needs to stop. All right, guys, as I always say, I am Danny de Hek. If you want to support the channel in any which way or form, just a simple like would be great. And if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, I really appreciate the support. I have a link that's just popped up in the room. Or go to dehek.com, go to the bottom right-hand side of my website, and you'll see a link here. You can buy me a cup of coffee. I don't get paid for doing this. A lot of people think that's what I'm doing this for. Last month, I think I made $165 from my YouTube channel. A lot of effort for a 70 or 80 hours worth of work a week. Appreciate all the support. Appreciate the comments. Appreciate the feedback. And I'm glad I blurred out those kids. I feel better already. Hey, I'm Danny de Hek, a.k.a. the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. If you're doing that, I'm coming after you.